the very fundamental part of it, and it's basic, but a lot of stuff is overlooked, and it's getting the grips that we want and getting them so that we don't have a fight. A lot of the time there's, that grip fighting where we're trying to get the grips and they're fighting and it wastes a lot of energy. So this is the system I use that I kind of get the grips I want. There's a little bit of a fight, but I kind of have an outcome, and I'll normally put the hands where I want them to be because of what I do. Okay, words in my guard. Full guard. I want to get a cross grip. So I want to get a cross grip on this sleeve. The downfall about it, this mechanic by itself is very, very weak. So that I don't have a strong structure. And secondly is, a lot of time I'm here, it's going to use the hand to pin my hand out, and this in a better guard pass position because my hand's crossed over. So I'm going to go my standard grip, I'm going to go the 2-on-1, and what I'm doing is I'm breaking my partner down. He's still going to go, I need to get posture, so he's going to push off my body. Now I'll get the cross grip. Does that kind of make sense? So I've still got, he still can't let go of that hand because I've got the frame. And if my partner chooses to move that frame, I'm going to break it down and go to my collar choke grips. So from here, 1, 2, pull. Once I feel it's got posture, I go 1 and I go 2, just off a little bit. So my elbow's up, which makes I'm hitting my hand, it's harder for him to grip fight, and I'm in a better angle as well. So again, I go 1, 2, I call it fishing, and start go fishing. Once I feel it's got tension, I go 1, with my head 2, and pull down. So I've kept the elbows, my elbows are this way, my hands hidden, so it's hard for him to grip fight. Let's start with that, guys. 1, 2, 3, go. Watch, very, very basic. From here, 1 to my guard again. Okay, I don't particularly care which way, but my left hand's always over my right hand. Of course, I'm choking with my left hand, so my left hand's always over my right hand. So, grip, here, lift my hips, turn, pull. This is the hardest part about the entire move, and it has to be done with dynamics. Backstroke, elbow hits the ground. So I turn my hips, backstroke, elbow, push into my partner, lift the hand up, come to my top position. I've kept the hands. And again. So what you're going to find is, if you try and come over this way here, you're going to get kind of stuck, so I need to push it, I exaggerate. So when I'm here, I'm kind of going that way, pushing that way to create the space. I'm not trying to turn from here because it gets a little bit more push and grab, and you go my head, arm choke, etc., etc. So what I'm trying to do, move my hips, back stroke, can you go up, extend, boom, and here. So what I'm doing is I'm lifting the arm up, turn the corner, and I'm coming in. So when I come to a dominant position, as I'm lifting the arm, I'm creating space for my knee. First thing, go across the jawline to back yourself up. Okay. This one is maybe a choke or maybe an arm bar. You don't see it, but it's super heavy. So again, lift, foot, switch, lift up the arm. So it's in my guard. This grey white belt, it's looking pretty cool. Come on this side so you can see. 1, 2, 3. Hip escape, elbow. So what I'm saying is, as I push, I want this, right, is I pull the arm, and all we're going to do right now is going to go to mount. So don't worry about it, I just want to go to mount, but I need to make sure, instead of here, where you're going to retract the arm, I'm trying to get back side of the arm. So I try to pull the arm, I've got them protected. So don't worry about your legs yet, but get to the back side of the arm. This allows me to wrap it. I'm going to be here, where I can rescue the arm. Right. So if I put the arm across, my knee goes behind, and he tries to retract the arm now, it's caught. This is where I want to be. So what I'm saying, he goes, you're going here, but he's just going to, you're going to lose everything. So the first thing is, when I get to mount, yoink, lift it up, my knee goes behind and I block it in. I'm happy here. We can then play from this position. Always this side of the arm, not that side, that's the weak mechanic. And then have range on mount. 4 fundamentals. Okay, knee to elbow escape. Okay, this is one of the core ways in the key to get out of mount. Right. So first is first, I can hold the belt on one side, not middle. Hold the belt. I can frame as well if I want to. I can frame and the belt. This is it. I bridge as high as I can, and at the pinnacle of the bridge, I turn to my side. I bridge as high as I can, I turn to my side. I bridge as high as I can, I turn to my side, I bring my knee or my elbow to my knee. Hip escape, recover. The part that I see people make a mistake on this is they go bridge and they put their weight. So if I turn to the side, he's got my back, side back and arm out. So what's he saying? I've got this guy that says, we're keeping the monkey behind the glass. So this means that when I bridge, if he drives forward, but if he leans backwards, I don't chase him. So my frame stays here. The strength of the frame is this. Once my frame extends, it becomes weak. So I want to keep my frame locked in. So I get my belt and my grip. I bridge as high as I can. I turn to the side and bring my knees to my elbows to my knees. Open up and out. We're back into the guard again. Here. We're bridging straight up. Up. Turn. My knees, my elbows come together. I recover. Don't practice this, guys. 1, 2, 3. Go. Look. Come on back. Good practice. So, when things aren't always even, far sides and that goes. Right. Last not fair, get used to it. Pretty much. So, biggest thing means I've got to get to the inside. What I'm seeing people doing, they're trying to do a hip escape straight away. It doesn't work. Work out, like 105? Yep, okay. So from here, it's just, if I try and push with my hands, yeah, like, holy shit, I'm fighting the hole. Right, but if I bring my feet in, and I slowly bridge, I now push to the side, it has to go down. My knees up. He can push my knee down past that he wants to. Push down. I'm going to beat him every single time. So he's committing to here, I'm committing to here. So the part that I'm seeing on the side is when we're here, right, is people are trying to turn him straight away. He's got to take my back. So from here, I bring my feet in, I lock him into place. I bridge. Now, as I push, now I'm in. I've got to bridge at the pinnacle of the bridge, then turn. It's 2 motions. It's not 1 motion. Let's go again. 1, 2, 3. You're trying to push him, so push him up and then with the step. Yeah, you're going to find that you're going to get the knees to a lot easier. It's hard for you to do a bigger bike, so there's not as much space. And I'll explain it to you head first on my this way, on my mouth. You guys get a better view over on that side. So, one of the things I like to do is, I like to try and get my elbow on this side here to try and pry so I have a frame. And what I like to do is I pick this arm up, which is really good because I then come over the top of that arm and I pin the arm into the body and then I've got the bridging lock. And that's worked for me at black belt level for 15 years. So when my partner, and he's doing the right thing, he gets an elbow in. So this is what happened to me. He went close and on the outside, from there, pick the arm up and trapped to this side, but pin the arm. So you can see how most people are going to give the back up. Yeah, so he's going to go arm up and back take. So what we're going to do is, my partner's going to dig their right elbow in and they're going to try and move the hips that way. So as I start to hip escape, we're going to go close, pick up the arm bones outside to this grip, it's not this grip. Of course this grip, my own arm's in the way. This grip, I'll pull it over, my thumb goes in the collar. And we're going to see what you guys are going to do to react. Now, it's legit, like honestly, like I kind of in my head was like, when it's to go, fuck, that's awesome. That's such a good technique. Like, why haven't I thought of doing that, you know? Fuck, anyway. So, we're going to go, my partner on the bottom has created a frame and I give him space so the elbow comes into the move. I'm going to go close first, I don't pick it up first. Okay, wide, high level. If I pick it up and your hip escapes, so elbow goes in, post. This also means he's going to go, he's posting, I'll push him more. Thank you. Right.
So you waiting for him to extend his frame. So while your frame's tucked in, it's a lot harder.
Well, I'm choking him. I'm going to play for the arm bar as well. Come here, Carl. Jump on your back. Head facing away. So they can see your beautiful face. Okay. So it goes, elbow goes in to the escape. I go close, and as he pushes, I pick it up and I take it over. Thumb goes in. A little bit, yeah. So now, as he moves, you can't move.
You can't move.
Yeah. So for me, like just that, as soon as I cross that thing, I just put my stomach on your arm and you kind of like this. And you know, if you explode, I take the arm bar or the back take. If you put the arm any further, it's going to go for the arm bar. So for me, like I said, when it happened to me, when it was happening to me, I was like, fuck, this is really good. Like, you know, like same token, it's like, okay, don't let him do that to you. Man, this guy's really good. Don't let the hand come down, oh shit, the hand's in. Okay, right, so, and so we went, all I could think about was this is what I do to Tim Braun. It's good. Grab your partner, 1, 2, 3. Let's go guys, to start up from mountain near your elbow. Just take your time, someone your own size. 1, 2, 3. Monkey behind the glass. Bring my feet in. Bridge as high as I can. Turn to the side, hip escape from here. Everyone okay? He resets. So from here, go onto my guard, so come to my guard. From here, go to my left, try and pass the guard. Okay, cross grip. hip up, boom, come to mount position. Right, so I've got the whole drill. He's going to put his elbow in. I post backwards, because if I post forwards, I can't pick the arm up, my body's in the way. Does that make sense? Like I'm not going like, what's in the way? So I lean backwards, post the arm, thumb goes in, heavy. Come over the top, choke. If I'm here and he starts to fight it, switch to the backside. So the hardest part about this drill is when I roll or when I recover my initial mount. And it's only because we're not fighting, we're kind of playing, we're flow rolling. So once I'm here, I bridge at the pinnacle, push, rescue. Here is going to grab my leg to pass guard, cross grip. Hip up. Yep. So, of course I'm turning this way, he's generally going to have that elbow in. Because I've rolled him. Post on the outside, pick it up. Cross grip, get behind him. Me personally, let's go see there. I want to get the submission just for that. They're going to have to fight, like they're going to have to do something like dynamic. They're going to have to expose the arm, you have to expose that, but they're going to have to roll over. You can see why he gets a back take, because most people are going to go, I'm just going to turn over. But don't, whatever you guys do, don't give your back. Some of your own size guys, 1, 2, 3, go put time on for 3 minutes. It's a whole, one person does the whole system, then the other person does the whole system.